The B-52s, it's hard to believe they came from Georgia. Same town as REM. They came from Athens, Georgia. And they were initially a quintet. There used to be 5 members of the B-52s. Ricky Wilson died in 85. He had AIDS. And they were left a quartet. They have announced their farewell tour. Anybody into the B-52s? You guys ever seen them live?
No.
You care about the B-52s?
I mean, I know this song and I know Love Shack and a few others, but like I'm not like going deep.
My Own Private
them.
Idaho and Wig.
Mm-hmm. Wig, yeah.
Wig's pretty good. I mean, they tell you what the song's about. It's about a rock lobster. This is about a wig.
You know what songs are about. It's about a Love Shack.
That's right. But they are long in the tooth. That is no lie. And they've said that they're going to go on one final tour. But out of all of the bands that you thought would have lasted 45 years, I don't know if anybody thought the B-52s would still be around. They certainly occupy a very specific part of pop music. A lot of people refer to them as novelty. I don't know if they... It would seem that lasting 45 years would kind of be contradictory to calling them novelty, but their farewell tour will be 15 cities that will end in the home state of Georgia in Atlanta. They'll play D.C., Chicago, New York, Vegas, and San Francisco. Guess who is opening for them? 2 bands that have been mentioned on this show very recently.
Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Casey and the Sunshine Band is absolutely correct.
And...
You won't get this one,
Rammstein.
but Rammstein! No.
It is actually...
Nickelback.
Was it mentioned today?
No.
The Bleeding Buckets girl.
Not the Bleeding Buckets girl. The Tubes! Fee Waybill and the Tubes!
Oh.
Yeah! Come on, man. So now I got to figure out where I'm going to go to see the B-52s and friggin' Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Are they going to collaborate with the Tubes and be the B-52s?
Oh, no.
That cough's never going to heal because I keep making him laugh so hard he coughs.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
why. The show's so funny. Your
So
throat
funny
can't
it'll make you
heal.
sick.
I know. So funny will make you sick. Make a new sweeper out of that. I'll write that one down. Of course, frontman Fee Waybill famous for what, Mary?
Corwin Fee Waybill?
The frontman of the Tubes is Fee Waybill. What is he famous for?
He is famous for waving fees. Fee Waybill.
No, he's got a real knee shooter. This guy's hung like a whale. Yeah. Well, let's see. I got to go to see them in October or something. Or back to Las Vegas. Anyway, B-52's farewell. Oh, maybe they're going back and forth between the Tubes and Casey and the Sunshine Band. Either way, you can't lose.
You're not losing.
You can't lose.
You're winning.
You know? They're going to be out there. Shave your groove thing, like Mary said.
Shave your groove thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, shave your groove thing. So anyway, congratulations to B-52s. It's still Fred Schneider. It's still Kate Pearson. It's still Cindy Wilson. And it's still Keith Strickland. They lost Ricky Wilson almost 40 years ago. But they've had a lot more hits than anybody ever thought they would have. The Summer of Love, Love Shack, Planet Claire, Planet Z, a lot of planets, a lot of shacks. Mm-hmm. What else did they have? They
Shack
had
Planet.
Whammy Kiss and Private Idaho. Yeah. Rome.
Duh.
When that, what was that album called that was huge for them in the 80s, 90s, or whatever that was?
Win in.
Cosmic Thing, I think, was their big, huge comeback album. And again, strangest bit of, I've mentioned this before, strangest bit of B-52's trivia. Fred Schneider, married with kids.
Oh.
And anyway, they're going to go out there, they're going to do their thing, and I think you'd be remiss to miss them. not see them? Hey, listen. Have you heard about the Cleveland Guardians? They used to be the Indians.
Yeah.
And they changed their name.
And everybody's very happy with it.
Everybody is
No one's
exceedingly disappointed. If only people had worked that hard to take care of actual Native Americans. But your Cleveland Guardians, by the way, number 2 in the division right now at 7-9.
Number 1 in our hearts.
That's right. They're number 2 at 7-9. Nevertheless, it's not a killer division right now. Nevertheless, sitting in second place is great until obviously the White Sox will get to the very top and start blowing everybody away. But in the interim, they're a lot of fun to watch.
I'll believe it when I see it.
They've got a lot. They got a lot of talent. So tonight they'll take another crack at the Angels at 9:38 here on WMMS. West Coast games. If you're up and listening, you can listen on the Buzzard. You can listen on the iHeartRadio app, and you can have a high old time. Tomorrow we'll have a Poundcake sports break. Mm-hmm. He was off last week because we were gone.
But it 2 the week before, so he's still
2 the week before.
giving you the right amount.
And also, I assume, a new episode of the Poundcake podcast. Mm-hmm. And do you want to give a little...
Well,
are you all right?
The way that he said that.
Well, I don't know if it's something you'll be interested in, but
It never is. But tell the audience. It's not for me. It's for them.
Well, it's the Kardashians in court.
Oh!
Kardashians.
Listen, the audience does. They enjoy it a great deal. What did you say, in court?
Yes, they're in court.
Oh, because of the sex tape thing? She was crying.
No, not that.
Oh.
It's Black China, which I don't know if you know who she is, but
She had a kid with Rob Kardashian.
yep,
Yeah.
and they got her show blocked. So they're saying that
But isn't her sex tape online, too?
who, Black China's?
Yeah.
No,
She left her socks on.
It wasn't a sex tape. Rob revenge porned her and like.
But it's her banging a dude.
Oh, actually, you know what? You're right. But it's yeah.
Yeah, she left her socks on. That was the indelible image for me.
Good for you.
Left her socks on. Mm-hmm. That means she's got some awful feet.
Or she was just lazy.
Or if you're chilly
if
or
you're
whatever, get
cold,
under the
yeah.
covers, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, lettuce and took pictures of her naked and like posted it to his Instagram and then got his Instagram deleted and then Chris.
Why hasn't, now this is a deep cut, and so I'm going to ask Poundcake, why hasn't Rob Kardashian availed himself of that family's extensive connections in plastic surgery to get everything sucked out?
I think he's depressed.
That was like a good-looking dude back in the day. He was a
Real
good-looking
cute.
guy. Now he looks like Aaron Lewis.
He's out of the public spotlight. Like I think that show something happened to him. Like he.
But you're not going to get back in the public spotlight unless you lose that weight. He's got to get like good looking again.
Yeah, he could have been a model. Like
He's the fat sheep of that family.
But he might not want to.
imagine you have a
What?
Imagine you have like
I
a
mean,
transgender dad.
He's walking around with that name, and the only thing keeping him
Yeah, but-
from doing something with it is the way he looks.
But that lifestyle that they live is incredibly invasive, and it's just
Absolutely.
you go, I just want to deal with it.
I'm sure.
Because he's not on the show, really, right?
My
No,
goodness.
he is. He's pretty much banned from the show. I think that was a part of the agreement, which I'll cover.
It's like when Amy Osborne wanted nothing to do with the Osbournes.
Next week is going to be the episode I watched or the movie that I watched about my time at Hollister, which is the parent company is Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh, what's it called? Hot and White or something?
Yeah, White Hot.
White Hot.
The
yeah.
downfall of Abercrombie and Fitch. And honey, I watched that. I was like, there's so many things
Are
on
they
here.
closing?
I mean, they have declined in sales. Like it used to be like a staple in like American culture for it to have like the hot Abercrombie and Fitch models outside, but
Based in
now,
Ohio.
Yep, right there in
friend that
New
works
Albany.
They said exclusion was the root of their success.
It wasn't. I was an impactor. They said.
So what exactly were they excluding?
Black people.
Well, no, they weren't excluding black
Ugly
people.
people.
No, there were
bad
black people in there.
There are black people in there, but you
it
gotta
wasn't
look
like a
at-
Benetton ad. But I mean, Abercrombie wasn't like aggressively white,
couldn't
was
have-
it?
No,
You
but like
couldn't
the
have, like, a
the
cra-
CEO was pretty adamant about like. This
Oh,
is,
yeah?
Like
Not
and
everyone
I'm-
can wear our clothes.
We want shirtless Hitler Youth up there, and yeah.
They prefer white models.
Well, that's a bummer.
And like it was just the way that they used to talk to you. Like they're like, back in the impactor area. I'm like, all right, I was just putting these jeans out there. back in the impactor area. I'm like, okay.
Wow. They were drawing a hard line, weren't they?
They were. For my measly $7.25. Acting crazy.
Measly.
But yeah, that was like my first job before the smoothie place. That was my first job in college in Hollister. Now, I will admit I got a lot of perks from that job besides the clothes. But like when I wore that, girls, like that was the first time I ever felt hot. Mary,
Wearing Hollister?
when I wore Hollister, like it was just almost like you were good enough to wear, like because
It's
they
a
knew
status symbol.
they knew I worked there, so they were just like, like you going into work? I'm like, yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, girls are hitting on me. They're hitting on me.
This.
But
It's another chance for you to win $1,000. You can go fund yourself right now, okay? It's $1,000. You get a shot at this just about every hour all day. I think this is your last one today, technically 9 and 5. So listen closely, and good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword FUN at WMMS.com. That's fun. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
By the way, there's a guy who texts me pretty frequently who refers to himself as 4DUI UPS guy.
Nice.
He wants to hook up with Poundcake. I assume he means in the platonic sense. He's going to be in Vegas while you're out there. He's playing in the World Series of Poker.
Cool.
I watched an interesting movie on the flight back called The Card Counter. Has anybody watched that? This was really under the radar when it was out. It's Oscar Isaac and
Rain
Tiffany
Man.
Haddish. Huh?
What?
No.
Not Rain Man?
I've never heard
No,
of
it's
this.
Paul Schrader movie. Yeah, I don't think it did anything when it was out. It was real good. That Oscar Isaac boy, he has got
He's a
something.
talented feller.
He has got something. He's Guatemalan. He's an attractive guy. He's talented. He's Moon Knight. Right? He's Duke
got
Leto and
charisma.
Dune. He's got charisma. He's got it. He's got that X factor. Hey, waiting for him to put him on hold.
He's on the phone.
He's typing.
Typey.
I got some new Amanda Bynes music. Played you that Amanda Bynes track last week.
You can keep that to yourself.
Oh yeah, can't wait to drop this. Hopping on a flight.
This makes me sad.
Find me in tropics. On the low. I be rocking that polo. Yeah, you don't know. Yo.
Finally got out of her conservatorship, and this is what she's doing?
It's sad. It makes me sad.
Well, if it makes her happy, why would it make you sad?
Because it's like, I don't know.
Bad.
Yo, shout out
Yeah.
Kyoto and Oslo. Been up below Trenti Ocho in my promos. I flex in Manolos.
I think what makes me sad
I don't know what's happening.
is that
there.
there's so many people that had to lie to her for this to be produced and made.
Well, no. I think it's her and her fiance probably have a
Oh,
studio.
they're doing it their own.
I
Okay,
think they
I'm
are
like, if
fully.
this is going
no.
through like a company or a production, and everyone's like, "Yeah, killing it, girl," you know,
My understanding is that they are just doing this themselves.
in their home. Okay,
Because
That's
you
different.
can now.
That's different then. That's
you don't need a
different.
full-on studio anymore. Any dope with a couple of microphones and a mixer can make music,
And they do.
and they do.
And sometimes it's great.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's great.
cash me outside.
How
Right?
about that?
Yeah.
She's worth $50 million.
Them hoes. Yeah, I saw that she said that she made $50 million. Danielle Bergoli, who was the Cash Me Outside girl, she said she made $50 million on OnlyFans.
Maybe.
I
What do
believe
you
it.
think is going to happen when you happen to steal somebody's car that decides that they're going to drop a hammer on you and prosecute you to the full extent of the
Then
law?
I do my time in jail. Jail ain't nothing. That's what I always do, and they never catch me. Ain't nobody gonna catch me.
Because you're too streetwise?
Yup. And all these hoes laughing like something funny.
She's talking about the audience, that they're laughing at her.
Did you say the hoes are laughing?
Yep.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes.
Yep.
a bunch of
Catch me
hoes.
outside. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch you outside?
Catch her outside, and she'll go outside and do what she has to do. This is mouth.
I like how the mom is simultaneously supposedly mad, and then you find out later on that's all made up. But also the translator for the daughter.
Right.
Yeah, how about that? And Dr. Phil like, what? She's telling people to catch her outside.
She'll do what
And
she
she'll,
And she'll
do
take
what she
care
has
of
to
business.
do, right.
But listen, what's the first thing this girl did when she started making money? Paid her mom's house off. Mm-hmm. She seems very sweet.
She says she made $50 million on OnlyFans.
That's what we were talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she posted an earnings page, and if it's legit, she is not lying.
I believe it.
And that's especially impressive.
Curvy dudes.
But she took a screen cap on Instagram of like, and this is the orbit these people at that level are operating in, where the screen cap of like the dollar amounts for messages and subscriptions, you know, there's like 8 figures there, and you're going, oh my God. I mean, on the one hand, holy Christ. Yeah, pretty wild. And so if that's all real, from April 1, 2021 to April 25, 2022, her net, or her gross rather, is $52 million.
That doesn't even...
Ridiculous.
And she's not doing nakey stuff on there. That's that is what's most impressive.
Is she even 18?
I don't think she is yet.
Yes,
No,
she
she's
is.
18. That's,
you have to be 18
that's
to have
when
OnlyFans.
she made the
you
big
do?
deal of getting on OnlyFans was we
18th
talked about it.
birthday.
She turned 18.
That was
and
that
she's
long,
like-
because that Dr. Phil clip I played just from when she was 13 years old
Right.
was when she was on. I didn't think it was that long ago. Yeah, her caption is "Go cry about it, bitch." Bhad Bhabie.
You're right. She is sweet.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, she's taking care of her mom. She looks super weird now because she lost all the baby fat and she's doing stuff, but whatever.
She's got fake teeth.
Or whatever. I mean, she probably needed new teeth, but good for her. I don't hit anyone's hustle. Hey, Bird.
Hey, yeah, just getting back to the whole Abercrombie thing in the early 2000s, we were recruited to bartend down at Lex Wexner's pad in Columbus.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so it was everyone who worked there, it was that stereotypical look, and, yeah, it was just a
All-American.
strange vibe.
Did you run into Epstein while you were down there? Right? Wasn't Les Wexner his benefactor, and then everything blew up, and he pretended like he never met the guy?
He signed an NDA.
There you go.
Yep, but that was crazy. I mean, the estate alone was just unreal, and like I said, just for like a pool party, they recruited a bunch of people that all had a look to them, and then just the amount of money going into it was unreal. But yeah, it was.
So that Bird, were you one of the shirtless guys walking around?
I was a bartender, but I had a shirt on. But no, it was that stereotypical. I'm looking forward to seeing that whole Netflix or whatever.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that tonight. I'll probably do the podcast tonight.
All right,
because I finished that.
Did you get laid at that thing, Bird?
I did not. That was probably one of the only nights I didn't.
Yeah! Humble brag from Bird. He's like, this
brag.
Well, yeah, Bird's like, hey, this party where there's a bunch of naked people walking around, that was the night I didn't get laid. But every other night, you know. Okay, thank you, Bird. I appreciate the call.
It's Friday night. I'm putting on my highest heels, my shortest skirt, my best device for concealing my penis, and I got everything I need. I got my body, got my lips, got a pocket full of hard-ons. My pocket full of hard-ons. I got my body, got my lips, got a pocket full of hard-ons. My pocket full of hard-ons. Hawthorns, baby. Yes.
I've been rewatching some Community. Man, I love that show.
I still try every so often, and for some reason, I cannot. I don't get it. I can't.
Silly and
I guess
meta. And
yeah,
I love it.
I wish I really did, because I'm like, I should really like this show. I got to take a break. If you want to text for something, 35192. You can listen wherever you are on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.